I know you're here because you need a little bit of faith, support that everything's gonna work out, and I'm telling you it will. What gives me the credibility? I'm gonna get into that. So number one, the whole point of this video is to show you that it does get better. There are ways to improve, and it all starts in here. I've been stuck in a rut for years, and I know everybody has their own set of hardships, their own set of failures, and I'm not gonna make it look like I understand where you are or I know what you've been through. But if it makes you feel any better, every time I tell my friends about what I've been through, they feel better and more grateful for what they have. So maybe this helps you. Number two is little Mead never thought she would live out her dream and come to Paris and live here. So I'm telling you, it works out. It does. A little background about me. So I'm an engineer. I was a top student. I'm from Lebanon, a place that's completely unstable. Had a financial collapse recently, a revolution, not a nuclear bomb, but the second biggest bomb in the world. So funnily enough, I'd like to say I've been through my things, and to be more detailed, some of the things I've been through are like watching my friends, family get arrested and they're innocent, basically. I've lost loved ones very tragically. I've seen my country completely collapse, the place where I grew up, the place that I fought for, the place that I shut down courtrooms for, in the name of justice and equality. And I saw it all collapse before my eyes. I saw all our savings, funds, everything get taken away. And most of this happened in my last year at university. So I was from a top engineering school that expected people to become doctors, and I didn't want to. I wanted to become more proficient in business, because after my internship, I saw what my manager was doing and I was like, I'm gonna be you in 10 years. Not for me. So after a lot of thought, I realized that this whole doctorate route is not for me, and staying in the engineering field with how traditional they are was really not for me. So I decided I'm going to completely change. What I did was I moved into business. People called me a moron, said I'm wasting my engineering years. I did it anyway. And then when I went to the seminars with these business schools, the business schools themselves told me that I'm not a good fit. I would never make it in. I should try somewhere else. Obviously, it was very disheartening. But right after, the country collapses. We lose all our money. Universities, everything shuts down. No, this is my last year. I have to present my master's thesis in engineering. So it was like a shit show. COVID hits. I have no money to fund my even application. Like, I literally can't do anything. I have to work a full-time job, work on my thesis, study for my GMAT, prepare all my applications, deal with COVID, lose some loved ones, and then we had to put up with the Beirut blast, which was super unfortunate. Pick up the shards of glass from strangers' homes and pick up what's left of my country, leave my family behind, come to France. I spent the 2, 3, 4 months after that working full-time, crying on my breaks, studying. That's all I could do, and that was my best. And honestly, I'm so proud of myself for even going through that, because I built a muscle where I could cry and work at the same time. I hope no one has to do that, but honestly, that's where I was. So crying and working at the same time. How did I move from there to here? Literally, it was such a very, very long path for me, because I'm from the background of a very modest, hardworking, working family, and we believe that nothing good happens to us, we have to work for everything. Yeah, I know it's a great work ethic. You are consistent, you work hard for everything. But we don't believe in luck. We don't believe that good things happen to us. They happen to everyone else, but not us. And people mistake it for putting in the work. No, it's as if you're literally telling the universe, you're telling everyone that basically you're not cut out for good things happening to you. And the only way they happen to you is if you've been to hell and back. And this was something that completely changed my life, and it's that's just not true. I need to work hard, but I don't need to go through hell always. I need to be consistent, and not everything is personal, and not everything is hard. How did I come about this mindset change or shift? Because I also struggle with anxiety, with depression. I don't say these lightly. With just not wanting to get out of bed for a lot of days. And I was like, I don't want to spend my life like that. So it doesn't matter whatever you're doing, whatever you're upset from. It could be you hate your job. It could be you hate your friends, your family. It could be you hate any situation you're currently in. But you do deserve better. And the thing is, I realized I don't deserve better. I don't. Not in a bad way. I deserve what I settle for. If I say yes to a toxic relationship, I deserve a toxic relationship. If I say yes to a bad job, and sometimes you have to. Like sometimes it's starving or saying yes to a bad job. Right now, I deserve a bad job because I have no other choice. And it's okay. It's important to understand that if you do nothing to change said bad job, you deserve it 100%. If you do something to change your situation, then you are actively working to what you deserve. You have to deserve it. Deserving it means working for it. And that was like one of the first things that broke my mind. It's how do I deserve something better? Deserving is an action. It is not something that happens to me. And by doing that, it puts the power in my hand. I deserve to have a future. I deserve to not be in a country that's collapsed and has nothing to offer me. Cool. Go work your ass off for the next 6 months. Work through your tears. Work through your sadness. Don't let your emotions get to you. Get there. I guess the second question was, after this, how can I do something and fulfill something without going through the depths, of depression or the depths of sadness? And it literally was just curiosity. The curiosity of saying, okay, how? Why? And asking, just having childlike curiosity, because I'm a person who doesn't have faith that good things happen to her. She has to work like an ass. Sorry, I'm just fixing the jacket. I'm in a very pretty garden. I'm a person who works like crazy and doesn't think good things happen to her. Can I work so hard and have good things happen anyway? The truth is yes. Because when you don't take yourself so seriously, so if I was 80 years old and I woke up in my body today, I would be so happy. I can imagine that at 80, I would want to walk, I would want to look younger, feel younger, I would want to, make these mistakes and not think that they were too drastic, forgive myself a bit more. And that was the second thing that helped me take life a little less seriously, is that at 80, none of this is gonna matter. All that's gonna matter is the things I regret, and I don't regret stuff. So if I'm gonna regret never trying something, and I know I really wanted to try it, I'm gonna try it. Because at the end of the day, when I'm 80, I'll probably be alone with my thoughts, and not alone with the judgments of others that in 100 years no one will know. No one will know my name. No one will know others or their judgment. So reframing to believing that my 80-year-old self matters more and she would have paid anything to be this young again makes me love the moment I'm in, because you today probably wish you were younger. It's like, oh, I wish I was a kid, we had less responsibilities. I wish I was a kid, I could run around, I could jump from something and not care what it does. You know, like all of these side quests used to do. And the last one was gonna sound a bit woo, but the last one, guys, was having faith. And I don't know how, like, having faith in whatever, like the universe, God, the multiverse, your quantum, whatever. Having faith that you don't need to know how, you just need to know why. You just need to know where you want to go. That's all you need to know. And be clear on that. Like, I know in 10 years what I want to be. I know I want to be a great storyteller. I know I want to help people tell their stories. And I know I want to be in business. And it's honestly much more detailed than that. But I'm very clear on that bit. So what I would recommend is having faith. Now, how do we have faith? It's not as pretty as everyone tries to portray it to be. Having faith is a process. Having faith is it's really a road, and it was not easy. And I literally started this having faith this year. I'm literally tying my shoes, so you guys are gonna see my weird angles. How do you have faith? I was crying like literally in the beginning of January. I was like, I've accomplished so much and I'm so not happy with what I've done. I still think I need to do more. Why is it never enough for me? Why am I so unforgiving of myself? Why do I think that good things also never happen to me, even though good things have happened, you know? Why do I think I'm never gonna get out of this? Because honestly, happiness is not something you chase, it is something you be. Because when you chase something, it means you don't have it, right? When you say you want happiness, it means this happiness is outside of you. So that makes no sense. The point is, when you say you want to have faith, it's gonna look ugly, it's gonna be messy. You're gonna say, what does that mean? It means that when you have a negative thought, literally step back and just watch it, and you're like, why did I think that way? Is that even true? Just question everything. The first step to changing your beliefs is questioning them, and it's asking, why do I have them? Why do I believe that I don't know, that everybody's gonna laugh at me when I post a video? Or why do I believe that I will never get accepted into this? Or why do I believe that I can never make it into this or that job? Like, why? And just by asking that, it changes your framework of understanding where that belief came from, because most of them are not even yours, right? And then secondly, you would have to literally give yourself a reason. And when you don't find a reason, you realize that that limiting belief was based on nothing. Like, you've been literally saying wrong things to yourself, beating yourself up over things that were never really your own beliefs, right? So number one is how to have faith is questioning why, questioning how. And number two is I kept asking myself every single question I could on faith. So how can I have better faith? What does faith mean? Does it mean I have no anxiety? Because I have trust in the process. And because that way I'm programming my brain to always look for faith and what it looks like. So here, let's say if I say, where's the tree? Focus on the tree. Your eyes are gonna look for a tree. Does it matter if there is in the background? No, but you're looking for one. You might not have noticed maybe the person wearing orange, or the something on the balcony. And the idea is like where, I'm gonna butcher this one, but where your attention goes, energy flows, something like that. Meaning to say that if you focus on negativity, if you focus on the bad things happening to you, you will always see the bad things happening to you. You will have no room to see the good things happening to you. Your brain has only so much space to process. So you really need to be stingy. You really need to be hardcore with what your brain focuses on. Every time I have a negative thought, and I'm still in the process, I literally take a step back and I'm like, hey, interesting. Why do I have this thought? Why do I believe that? Why do I think that? And it just makes me like reframe everything. So guys, on the faith thing, number one, you're breaking all your limiting beliefs. You guys deserve better. You deserve what you settle for, right? And the question is, who gave you these limiting beliefs? It's not their fault. They probably didn't do it on purpose, because people give their own limiting beliefs to other people. The question is, what are you going to do about it? And you make sure that if you have any beliefs, you ask why, where did they come from? Are they mine to keep? And usually they're not. Number two is having curiosity on how you can get better, because as we said, you need to focus on the right things. Your brain has limited capacity. You cannot keep focusing on negative things and saying, why is nothing positive happening? Well, you have no room for something positive to happen. And number three is go find a supporting environment, because if you're a toddler or a baby trying to learn how to walk, if someone keeps pushing you, you will not learn how to walk. You're a baby in this, okay? I want to find a community that holds my hand, helps me walk, or at least does not push me. So what I did when I was healing from all of this is I would tell people, I have no room for negative comments. If you have nothing good to say, well, don't say anything at all. That would be better. And literally that's what I did, and it has literally changed how people also approach me, because they know if they're gonna nag, there's no room for it here, guys. There's no space for nagging. There's no space for being negative about something. You have to either bring me value, bring me good news, or give me like constructive feedback on something. That's all okay. But there's no room for negativity, because it serves literally no one, not me and not you. And if you want to relate to me on something, let's build that relationship on something better. So these were the main 3 points that have helped me. I'll tell you, the main course that I took that really helped me was one by Mind Valley, Reagan Hill something. And it's because she really helped my like the limiting beliefs I had. Honestly, that's what really helped. This is in no way an ad, but this is what worked for me. You need to find what works for you. It could be this, it could be something else. For some people it might be a bit woo-woo, but I was desperate, guys. It was bad. It was very bad. But I'm much better now, and I'm working to become way better. So you got this. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. You deserve what you settle for. And if you're here, I know you're not settling for some random shit. I know you're gonna chase the world down. And I really wish you the best. Sending love. Sending love.